Hey there you guys, so today I'm going to show you how to install a Nest X Yale door lock from start to finish, from removing my old deadbolt all the way to the installation of the Nest X Yale lock. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out real quick. First thing I'm going to do is remove the old lock. Got 2 bolts on my old deadbolt. Swap that over. And follow on the front side, apparently. And there's the old lock. The back side comes right out. Usually you just have 2 bolts, the inside comes out, and then you have to remove the actual bolt itself. 2 screws holding that in. Those 2 screws come out, and then you should be able to push your deadbolt right through, just like that. Mine had a couple trim pieces attached, but it's come off pretty easily. Hopefully your door doesn't have as much scuffing as mine does, right there, as you can see from the old trim. Next step is going to be installing the Nest deadbolt itself, sorry. All right, and it's going to come with some screws for that. Those are these right here. Those are also the exact same ones that you're going to use for the strike plate. The Nest deadbolt has a up logo. You see the arrow facing upward right there. So that means that it's going to go up. It's going to slide into the old deadbolt section, and you're going to screw that in. It's best to not use a drill for this, just because you do not want to strip any of this out unless you could go ahead and have your clutch set on there to prevent that, but it never hurts to just go ahead and screw this in. Next, I'm going to go ahead and knock out the strike plate for the Nest, which is located right here on my door. I'm going to remove that. Your strike plate may work. In fact, I am going to double check. It's a little bit more angle to the new Nest strike plate, so I'm going to go ahead and use that one, but yours may work. Never hurts to go ahead and change it. You got new stuff. Could save you a little bit of time in the future. Make sure that you use the tapered end where your head will, so that the head of your screw will countersink in. I am going to drive this in with the drill just to save a little bit of time, but I'm not going to go all the way with it. Strike plate done, the deadbolt in. Our next step is to install the outer portion of the Nest. So with that, you're going to be supplied 6 different bolts. You're only going to need 2 of them. Depending on the length of your door will determine which ones you use. Gonna pass the wire through just like that. And from the opposite side of the door, you are going to perform your install. So once you have the outer portion pushed through the door and flush along the door, you are going to grab the exterior plate, this right here, and it has 2 pins that stick out. You're going to slide the cable coming from the outside portion through the bottom hole, and you're going to slide those 2 pins into the bottom portion of the outside portion. Sorry, that sounded a little confusing. And then you're also supplied 6 bolts that are different colors. In my case, these kind of yellowish green ones. These are the shortest. I'm going to see if these will work for mine. And it appears that I may just have to try to grab thread. Maybe too short. I'm going to try the black bolt. See if I can get this to grab. Felt like I just started grabbing there. I'm then going to grab the other one and try to push that through. See if I can get it to grab. And it has now grabbed. So I'm going to use those to tighten down. Those are actually pulling the, you want to make sure that you don't get anything cross-threaded. Once your interior mounting plate is up, you're going to grab the inside portion of the lock, and you're going to use this piece of wire to push down on the top, and then that will release the battery cover. Once the battery cover is released, you are going to be installing the cable that goes into here just through here, and it's going to be black side up. In my case, there's a red and white dot on the plug right here that kind of shows the indicator of how this is going to be installed. So I'm going to go ahead and slide that in. It locks into place, and from there you have 2 little hooks to keep the cable secure and out of the mechanical end. Make sure that the cable stays in place well. It is fragile, so be careful. Once that snaps into place, you will then align the pin that actually turns the deadbolt with the deadbolt itself. And once that is in place, you'll use 2 black screws like this to attach the lock assembly to the interior mounting plate. And don't drop the screw like I did. There are 2 screw holes for these to go into, just inside the AA battery section right here. As you can see, I just pulled mine out of place. There we go, back in position. I'm in position now and screwing it in. Grab the one I dropped. And from there you can test the function. And it's logging. Perfect. And so from there you can install your batteries and go ahead and start the setup process.